not even making an effort on this one. So got up this morning, checked the weather report, and it's pissing down all day. What better, way to spend your afternoon, a rainy Saturday afternoon, than popping to the cinema to watch one of the tackiest, most Gen Z, I don't even know why I'm smiling, it was appalling. Okay, I know what you did last summer, basically. Oh my god, it's just always, so when it begins, it's all just full of, hey there, let's get high, oh my god, this and that, oh my god, precious Gen Z, I need to be cradled 24/7, it's all that bollocks. Detested it. I haven't seen a film in years where it just felt like the film was going through me. I wasn't watching it. I was just not absorbing it in any way. It was appalling, from the script and the action down to the beginning, the car accident. So in the original, the kids, and I still remember the original. I think I was about 14 when it came out in 1997. I Know What You Did Last Summer was probably just about the first thing I ever bought on VHS, and but the whole this round just wasn't great. So I remember the original. They run someone off the road or something. Regardless of what happened in that one, this regurgitation is basically. I couldn't understand it at first. So they a guy sort of veers off the road and his car's teetering on a cliff edge, and the kids actually try and help him. So one of them smashes through the car window, or vice versa, and he's grabbing it. So they attempt to rescue the guy. So they actually do, and then there's this whole we take this to our grave. One of them, side note, has already called the police. So the police have obviously got his number. They know who has actually made that phone call. So they decide then to take it to their graves and never mention it or get involved in it again. I couldn't really get that at the beginning, how they actually attempted to rescue the guy. But still, there's this whole thing of oh my God, we're responsible for killing him, sort of thing. Oh, whatever. Whatever. So fast forward. Wish I could have fast forwarded the rest of the film. And there really isn't a lot else that goes on. In fact, the pauses, not pauses, but the time taken between each kill is really long. It's really dragged out. It's shit, basically. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh my God, I would honestly rather eat my own testicles than sit through that shit again. I keep putting off Jurassic Park for these things, and I don't know why. So, it's terrible. It's cheesy, it's greasy, the characters are slimy, the dialogue's bad. The opening is just nowhere near as tense and gripping as I thought it would be. It's terrible. It really is. But the positives are Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh God! It's the only reason I Know What You Did Last Summer was created again was to bring all them back in a whole reunion. It was a treat seeing Jennifer Love Hewitt first. I keep going to say Jessica. It's Jennifer, isn't it? Jennifer Love Hewitt. Whatever. So it was a treat. When she popped up, then Freddie comes up. And then there's a sort of dream sequence where Sarah Michelle Gellar appears. Fuck me, she hasn't aged a day. I'm assuming Sarah's scene was now. It must have been, yeah. It couldn't have been filmed before and then edited and thrown into this one. Do you know what I mean? She looks fantastic. They've clearly kept her in a fucking freezer since this film was produced. The only gripping and most enthralling part of I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 was Sarah Michelle Gellar's return, Freddie and Jennifer. That's it. This echoed like Scream. So the whole like the masked killer going around with the fish hook again, that type of thing. It was kind of hard to tell what the producers were going for, whether they were trying to completely redo it, or if there were like nods to the original in it. I don't know. It turns out one of the killers. Well, was it? I gave up towards it. I really couldn't be asked. Was it two? Yes. So one of the killers is like it just it's that classic thing where they just wouldn't like the whole fisherman's outfit, where the person is like a completely different build to like the actual like the killer who's going around in a fisherman's outfit with the hook. Kind of disappointing. But this whole, I wasn't appreciative of this at all. It was just terrible. It was terrible. And like I say, it felt genuinely as if the movie was going through me rather than than me watching it. It was, oh my God, it was absolute fucking snooze fest from beginning to end. I mean, there's, like I say, the dragged out, the sort of, the staggered deaths didn't lend to the concept at all. I was just, actually, the girl, was it the girl next to me or someone in front? I think it was the girl next to me, a few seats along, kept sighing, like proper huge sighs. And in fact, I actually did that myself. I exhaled the biggest, WTF sigh at one stage. So I Know What You Did Last Summer was an absolute flop, genuinely. So let's rewind. What was it, 1997? So I must have been about 13 or 14, and I remember the girls at school banging on about it. They were flapping about oh my God, Scream, like Drew Barrymore, Neve Campbell and all that sort of era. So I do remember it being quite popular. There was I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and probably, Why the Fuck Are You Still Doing What You Did Last Summer? I think there was only two of them, but seeing the original cast back was a novelty, and I really, really liked that. That's the only part of this that I enjoyed. The whole, the dialogue, the greasy characters, the one-liners that weren't funny, the jokes thrown in between things. Like one of the lead characters, I haven't even looked her up. She's like a mix between. She's like a cross between Sydney Sweeney and Florence Pugh. She's kind of fun. She's so greasy. She's like the prom queen, And during deadly serious bits, literally, she'll come out. She'll just drop something as "Oh my God," and another character's like, "Oh my God, what?" She was prom queen like me and had the same handbag. Unfortunately, that's what you're dealing with here. It's tacky, it's diabolical, it's uninteresting. I didn't empathise with any of the characters. No, it's bad. In fact, I think the aside from the cameos and returns of the original characters, I think the best part of this film was the fact that I'm going shopping now to get a new kettle. Because that's that. I wouldn't. Like I say, I'd rather eat my own feet than sit through this shit again. You couldn't pay me to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer ever again. No way. I haven't really gone into a lot today, actually. Normally I'm like, oh yeah, the soundtrack, the script, the performances, the backing cast. Those elements are for reviews, like post-screen reviews that actually warrant being acknowledged. This shit was just fucking something else. My God. Wow. That's it. I'm just glad the original characters returned. Sarah Michelle Gellar, you haven't aged. Fucking hell, what collagen tablets do you use? Because I might fucking borrow them. Right, I know what you did last summer. I know what I'm doing now. I'm going to get my new kettle, and I can give a shit about this film. So, let's get out of here. Got to avoid the rain, actually. I don't know what's out next week. I don't know. If it's anything even remotely similar to this I've just sat through, then fuck that. Yeah, no way. No way. Please don't do a sequel. Please do not do a sequel. There was nothing about this film that was... Oh, God. Just on a parting note, it seems to be the whole... they're regurgitating a lot of original films at the moment. And the thing is, they're done with like a Gen Z cast. No offence to Gen Z. But it makes it 1,000 billion times worse because of how they, like the attitudes, the squeaky attitudes, dialogue, dropping gags, everything's a selfie or a handbag or online. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's not for me. It's totally not for me. And in fact, that's a point with the whole, the concept of fresh, new, in this age of characters. Why the hell did the girl receive a card at her wedding saying, "I know what you did last summer," when they could have just Instagrammed her? Do you know what I mean? Under an anonymous account. It's just not, it wasn't scary. There was no intrigue or tensity there because she receives a card saying, "I know what you did last summer." When in this day and age, fucking hell, I've received anonymous Instagram messages in my inbox say like, "Hey, wanna fuck me?" Stuff like that. It just wasn't scary. The concept of receiving a written letter in 2025 compared to 1997 wasn't scary. No way. No. And that's it. It's a bit of a hushed foyer, so I better end here. But, I know what you did this afternoon. You got a new kettle. I can't wait to get my new kettle. My current one is so lime-scaled.